He escaped death twice and credits his miracle story to God.
In tonight's Faith Matters, Janae Frazier talks to a Grammy-nominated musician about his life, his ministry, and what he wants everyone to know.
I know that all things are working for my good. He's intentional, never failing.
For gospel singer Travis Greene, his hit single about God being intentional is more than just a song.
He's intentional.
It's truth he's seen play out in his life
Never failing.
When I was born, you know, the doctors thought right then that I was dead. I wasn't breathing or anything. My parents prayed, and God performed a miracle on the spot and revived me.
And over again.
And then when I was 4 years old, I fell 4 floors out of a window and was pronounced dead by doctors. And my mother literally picked up my body, and she prayed that Jesus would rescue me and give me life again. And it happened when I was 4 years old, and I'm still alive to tell about it.
And still able to see God intentionally work in his and his wife Jackie's life.
Fast forward a little, my water ended up breaking. I ended up having to stay in the hospital for subsequently about 7 weeks. The doctors pretty much pulled us out after my water broke and said that it wouldn't be any way for Jace to make it.
The doctors didn't think their baby would live, but the couple chose to follow God.
Travis really just told her, you know, really emphatically that we believed God and that we were going to trust him and we were going to fight. Hey!
And their son Jace walking out his own miracle story, which adds to the Greenes' full belief in God's intentional miracles.
Our lives are just testimonies, after testimony about how God has really shown himself to be real.
I just really feel like you can't doubt encounter. Like when you've encountered an experience like that and God has come through in the way that he has, it's overwhelming evidence that he is real and that he performs miracles.
He often talks about these unbelievable acts in his music and some other events in his life that aren't always easy to understand.
I actually lost my father when I was really young. I was 5 years old, and he died at 28. And this one wasn't a miracle, you know, and we wanted my father to come back, but he didn't. He passed. He was a pastor. He had an aneurysm, and he died. And so I think really walking and seeing how fragile life is, it causes you at an early age to wake up to the reality that your next breath is God's option and not yours. And I experienced that at an early age, and so for me, just knowing that I'm on borrowed time and knowing that if I'm here on purpose.
Here on purpose, with great success, here to spread a divine message.
So I'm traveling the world now and just letting people know that God is real and that he's full of love towards them.
His new stage.
You know the thing about worship is that it shifts atmospheres.
I didn't. I didn't want to start a church in Columbia, South Carolina. I didn't want to start a church anywhere.
Although not so thrilled at first, Travis and Jackie once again said yes to God.
Where do you want us to go, God? And it was like, Columbia. What's in Columbia? You know, I didn't know anything about Columbia. Know very few people here. But he made it really obvious that this is where he wanted us to be.
I'm ready to birth this thing. I want you to worship instead of complaining.
Forward City Church is their brand new ministry right here in the Midlands.
I love people, and I think it's a true honor and a gift for God to call you to something like that.
Another opportunity to help people with what they've been through.
Give people something to be able to hold on to, a team, a family, to be able to help them in life to really do what the vision is, which is let go of the past and embrace the future that awaits them.
To show just how intentional God really is.
I could tell anyone who doubt the existence of God is to try him. Try his love, try his peace, try his joy. It is beyond any high a drug can give you, or any buzz alcohol can give you, or any emotion a bedroom can give you. It is really, it's life-changing. That for me was a changing factor. I think the greatest miracle was not from death to life. It wasn't what happened in our, with our son living. I think the greatest miracle that we've encountered was a life change that we've had, going from walking blindly in darkness to really coming alive in his light.
Never failing. Yes,
Janae Frazier, News 19,
for my good.
WLTX.